for this assignment, we are going to play around with maps to see if we can create our own unique fabric. So the first thing to do is to find a garment and an avatar. You can find garments anywhere, maybe you have one you've already made. I'm in WGSN right now. I'm on the fashion tab and I'm going to 3D CAD library. And this is where I found the garment that I want to use. And these all actually have avatars as well. When you open the file in Clo, you just want to make sure that the avatar is turned on for that. Okay, so find your garment and open it up. Then the second thing you're going to want to do is find a seamless texture. I typed in knit texture. It can be any fabric texture you want. I just thought knit's kind of fun because it could be chunky. Seamless is great because then the edges line up. I'm using Adobe Stock right now. You guys can use Google. WGSN also has stuff as well, but just want you to know your options. Now, I will say, just because I Googled the word seamless, doesn't mean they all are seamless. Like, definitely this red one is not. But you know, it's okay. We're just exploring. So if you find something you like, go ahead. I found this one. Again, I had to make sure that I was logged in with my school account. I know sometimes it defaults to a personal account, which wouldn't let me download it, but I just clicked licensed and download, and I did not have to pay anything. So you should guys have access to the free Adobe Stock images too. Okay, so anyways, I downloaded this. I had it downloaded as a JPEG actually. And then what I did, I needed to make my map. So this you could call my color map. Also, hopefully by now you guys have read this guide, a complete guide to maps as well. So your first image is going to be your color map. Then you want to make at least a normal map and a displacement map. And today I'm asking you guys to also make a metalness map, which is just a black and white map as well. So the normal map, we used to be able to do it in Photoshop, but Photoshop has been acting kind of funky. So there is a website you guys can go to, and it's a little funny. I have to hit batch mode. I know it says click, drag, and drop, but not really working that well on my computer. Maybe if I'm just clicking the wrong spot, maybe you guys will figure out how to use it better than me. Let me just grab the image that I had. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Let's try this one. Well, I'll just try this one for right now. What if I put it right here? Is that the right spot? Yeah, I don't know where the right spot is. So anyways, if you click batch mode, then the window pops up and then you can go ahead and find your image. So mine was on downloads and cable knit. This is a new one. And I'll just double click that. Okay. There we go. So then it's kind of weird. It just downloaded all these files of the last image I had. It's kind of weird. It's a funky website. But anyways, here we go. It says normal right here. And then here's displacement. So I'll click on normal. I'll say download. I'll click displacement. I'll say download. And that way I'll have both of those two. There's also a view for you to look at as well. I have it on spear mode. Yours might default to cube. So you can see like what it looks like. And I was told just go with the settings as are, but you actually do have options to change it here. You can kind of see what's going on. Woo! So you can kind of play around with that or just go with the default as well. But that's a quick way to make a normal map and displacement map as well. So you can go ahead and play with your fabric and get creative. Okay, so the last thing though, we do need the black and white one, and I don't believe this guy gave that to us. Oh, actually I'm wrong. Here you go. Here's one. You could download this one for your black and white one, although this is not the image that I had. But also to download black and white, you can actually go to Photoshop, and then you have more control of what you make black and white. Let's see here. So get out of this. Okay. So for instance, here I wanted the hearts to be black and everything else white, or not, maybe I said white. Yeah, no, I wanted the hearts white and everything else black. So I just went select color range. If you know Photoshop, you know there's more than one way to do this. And I'll click the pink. That looks good. I'll say okay. And then I just say edit fill. And then I fill it with, in this case, I want white. And then I'm just gonna say select inverse. So everything that's not white is now going to be black, and I'll say edit, fill, and I'll fill it this time with black. And then now I can say file, export as PNG. And then I have a black and white image to play around with as well. Okay, so once you have all those and you've read this whole thing, let's see here. Also, let's go back to our assignment. There's a list here of what to do. So, so go ahead and upload the maps to the property editor. You can start with whatever fabric you want as well. Like if you want to try to start with a knit fabric, terry fabric, or if you just want to use the default simulation fabric, that's up to you to play around with. But you're going to go to Clo and you're going to go to, let me get out of this guy. The property editor, you're going to click on the fabric. So I started with a knit fleece terry, and then you're going to texture, you're going to add the color map, and then here's the normal map. You just click this little thing to add your normal map and go find it, and then there's one for your displacement map. Underneath it, I actually change the intensity of my normal map with the slider, so that's something you can do as well. Same with the displacement map as well too. So play around with those. And then what I also did under material, kind of towards the top, there's a type of material. So this time I was playing around with fur, and once I clicked on fur, I was able to change the amounts of the fur. Let's see here, where did I do this? I changed the shape, fur shape. So you can change the length to make it longer. Now you can only see this if you have the render window open. So I did open the render window while I was doing this. And I changed the length, I changed the thickness. I just played with this stuff under fur shape as well. And then I added that black and white map as well. You can do this as well if you want to try it with metal. You don't have to use fur, but I just want you to play around with something just to see what happens. Never done glitter before. Let's try glitter. Let's see if I can open up that. What's going on? I'm not sure why this is not opening for me. Maybe it is. No. Okay. Anyways, let me try one more time. There it is. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back to the fabric here. And anyways, I just want you guys to experiment. So that's really it. And do a few things and then tell us what you did differently. Like maybe you added the displacement map and you made it really intense, and that made a difference from not intense. That could be something you shared. Maybe you fur versus metal, anything you want. I just know maps are a lot to really wrap your head around. So I kind of want to get you guys experimenting and just trying stuff just to see what happens. Just spend a few hours doing that and hopefully you come up with like kind of a cool fabric as well. So here, since I turned off fur, let's see, I'm gonna re-render. Let's see, oh, look at that. So now I have some glitter action here. And maybe that's something now I can actually add that black and white map to. Let's see if there's map options under my glitter parameters, or if it's only a metal. It might just be a metal and yeah, it looks like it's only for metal and fur to add the black and white map. So let's go to metal and just give it a shot. Okay, metal, there we are. So under roughness, I'm going to change it from intensity to map. Maybe I'll go back and glitter and just make sure I can do that. And there we go. So now the hearts are not metal. They're like still the knit fabric, and everything else is kind of metal. That's kind of what happened there. Let me try glitter one more time. Gem would be fun too. Okay, anyways, just, yep, yeah, I think it is only fur and metal that lets you add that black and white map. Anyways, experiment, let me know how it goes, and I'm excited to see how your creative fabric turns out.